Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'll be talking about 10 hidden features on Amazfit Balance 2, and I'll be sharing some of my favorite ones later on in this video. So make sure that you watch it till the end. And with that, let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is that you can actually prioritize your notifications. So if you go through your notifications and you see a notification that you think should be at the top of the list, so you can come back to it or you don't miss it, well, you can simply swipe left and you will see this arrow button. Tap on it and this will make this notification the top notification. And when you will swipe up, you will see this first. There's this one specific feature on Amazfit Balance 2 that I find really useful, and it is the ability to keep display on for a specific amount of time. So you can do this by swiping down and then tapping on this button here, this bulb icon. Tap on it and this will tell you the watch screen will stay lit, which reduces battery life, but you can select the amount of time that you want the display to stay on. Now this is different from the display on time, in which you set a specific time limit like 30 seconds or a minute, and after that the display turns off. This is different in a way that you can select like 5 minutes here and then go back, and for the next 5 minutes your display will stay on, but after the 5 minutes the display timing will return to the original display on time that you have set in the settings. So now for next 5 minutes the display will stay on unless I turn it off myself. After I turn it off, you will notice that this feature has turned off. A unique feature of Amazfit Balance 2 is that it has this rotating crown. It's a button as well as a crown. And a very cool feature in Amazfit Balance 2 is the ability to turn on or off the vibration feedback of this crown. So if you go in settings and then go in sound and vibration, you will see this button for crown vibration. By default, it's turned on, and when you rotate this crown, you will get this vibration feedback, which has a very satisfying tactile feeling. So some people might just enjoy this feature and others might not. This may also affect your battery life, so keep that in mind when you turn it on. When you're working out, especially if you're walking or running at night, there is this very important feature in the workout settings that you can turn on, which is actually a safety feature. So if you go in settings and then go in workout settings and scroll down, you will see this option here, night safety light. So you can go in here, you can turn it on from here, you can set the screen on duration from here. So let's turn it on first. So it tells you what it is. When starting outdoor activities after sunset, the watch will use screen flashing instead of screen off mode. Enabling this feature will significantly reduce the device's standby time, so it will affect the battery life. So let's enable this one, and then you can change the screen on duration. So there it is. And then you can select the color. So you have three options: red, yellow, and white. And then you can also preview it. So this is how the screen will flash if you are walking or running outdoors after sunset. If you go in settings and then go in notification settings and scroll down, you will see this very hidden feature called do not disturb during workout. So what this will do is that notifications won't alert you or pop up while you are working out. So basically when you're working out, all the notifications will be muted on the watch, so you can just focus on your workout. Amazfit Balance 2 has a sleep mode, so you can go in here and you can turn on the sleep mode from here, and then the watch will not disturb you, notifications will be muted and all that stuff. But there is a very specific feature in sleep mode that I want to show you. So if you go in settings and then go in preferences and then go in sleep mode, from here you can turn it on, you can read about it, you can turn on the sleep screen when the sleep mode comes on, and then there is this feature called Smart Enable, which automatically enables sleep mode during sleep while you are wearing this device. So even if you don't turn on the sleep mode or you don't schedule it, when the watch detects that you're sleeping, the sleep mode will automatically turn on. Moving on, Amazfit Balance 2 comes with a built-in battery saver mode, which has a very cool trick up its sleeve. So if you go in settings and then go in preferences, and here if you will scroll down, you will see this option, battery saver mode. Go in here, you have two modes here, battery saver mode, and then there's another feature here called clock mode. So if you turn on the clock mode, it will tell you what it is. When the clock mode is enabled, the watch can only be used to view the time and record steps and basic sleep information. So when you'll enable it, all you'll get is the time, date, steps, and the battery information. Everything else is gone. There's no quick shortcuts, there's no app drawer, nothing. It's just literally the clock mode and some basic sleep tracking. That's pretty much it. So this clock mode can be turned on when you still want the watch to perform its basic watch functions, but at the same time you want to preserve as much battery as you can. And then you can turn it off by just long pressing this button here, and it will exit you out of the clock mode. Next up, Amazfit Balance 2 also has an off wrist lock feature where when you will take off the watch will lock itself. Now you can access this feature by going in settings, then go in preferences, scroll down, and you will see this feature off wrist lock. Go in here and you can read about it from here. When the system detects that the watch is off the wrist, it automatically locks the watch with a passcode, and you can turn it on, and here you can set the passcode. So right now I'm wearing the watch and all the features are working on this watch. Now let's take it off and see how quickly it locks itself. And there you go. I think it took a second to lock the watch after I took the watch off my wrist. Moving on, the next feature that I want to talk about is the app view. So by default, when you'll go in the app drawer, this is how the app view will look. It's a list form, but you can change it to the grid view. So for that, you need to go in settings and then go in preferences. And here, if you scroll down, you will see this option, app view. Go in here and scroll to the left, and you will find grid view. Tap on it, and now you will get a grid view of the app drawer. Now in the grid view, a very cool option here is that if you scroll the crown a little bit, it will zoom in on the app drawer, and now you have a zoomed in version of the app drawer. And if you zoom out, you have more apps available on the screen. You can go pretty much in like this and then scroll the apps like this as well. Moving on, Balance 2 also comes with a glove mode. So if you're wearing gloves, you can still operate the display of this watch. And you can turn this feature on by going in settings and then go in preferences, and here scroll down, and the last option you'll see here is the glove mode. Go in here and enable it. You can also read about it. So after turning on glove mode, the device's touchscreen will be more sensitive to ensure that gloves with a thickness of less than 2 mm can use the touchscreen normally. So if you're wearing gloves, whether for work or you have very cold conditions, you can still use the display on this watch. Moving on, did you know that you can actually transfer music files to Amazfit Balance 2 and listen to your music offline from the watch? You can do that through the Zap app on your phone. So go into the Zap app on your phone, then go in device, and here scroll down and then go in the music app, and from here you can add any music from your phone to your watch. So now I've selected a track from my phone and I'll just hit transfer, and it will be transferred to the watch. So there you go, now it's transferring the song to the watch, and you can see the progress bar on the phone, and the transfer is complete. Now, once the transfer is complete, you can actually listen to this song on the watch, so the watch's speaker. And an amazing feature on Amazfit Balance 2 is the availability of two speakers. So you have a speaker right here and another one right here. You can increase or decrease the volume, and it gets really, really loud because of the dual speaker setup. And another hidden feature here that I want to talk about is the ability to connect your Bluetooth headphones with Amazfit Balance 2. So you can go in Bluetooth audio, tap on headphones, and here you can see that I already have my Buds 3 connected. So I'll open them and gets connected to them, and now I can listen to the music from the watch through my Bluetooth headphones. And finally, the last thing that I want to talk about is the one tap health measure feature, where if you go in the app drawer, you will get this app, and when you'll tap measure, it will measure 4 health metrics in one go. So it will measure your heart rate, breathing rate, blood oxygen levels, and stress levels in one go, which is pretty awesome. So it saves you a lot of time. So when we'll tap measure, it will tell you to put your wrist down, relax, and then it will take 45 seconds to do its thing. So here you'll see that we've got 4 measurements at the same time. We've got heart rate, stress, blood oxygen levels, and breathing rate. Now you can see that the measurements are not accurate because the hand was not properly relaxed, was not the correct angle, and I was probably not that relaxed. But anyways, that's how you can measure 4 metrics in one go using this app. So that's about it from this video, guys. These were the hidden features on Amazfit Balance 2. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.